Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of KashCraft. My name is KashMuney and this is episode number 30. We are at the circus today where last episode we built the interior for the main part of the tent, which turned out amazing. But with that being said, the space is missing something. Yes, it's cool, but it doesn't have the circusy elements. It doesn't have an act going on. So today we are going to be adding an act to this room as well as finishing it up. Maybe adding some more spotlights, some more like technical equipment, just stuff here and there to make this space feel more complete. But first, we have a little adventure to go on today, and that is a funhouse adventure. So first, we need to enter our funhouse, go through the mad scientist lab, the clown room, through the clown's mouth, and into our Tomorrowland, where we get to our armor trim organizer. We have 10 of 18 armor trims, and today we're going to get another one. So let's go ahead and push this button and see what armor trim we get. We got the Sentry armor trim. This is the, the Pillager outpost armor trim. So we need to raid some Pillager outposts today to get the armor trim and add it to our collection. Anyways, let's get started and get ready to go do that. I guess we really don't need much to go Pillager raiding, but we're gonna bring our mace, because you know what? That sounds like fun. Anyway, let's get going and find some Pillager outposts. I honestly have no idea where they could be, so we're just gonna pick a direction and start flying. And who knows, we might stumble across some side quests, so we are just going to see where our journey takes us. Oh, and for the armor trim adventures, I like to find a little friend to bring back, some sort of animal that could fit into our petting zoo. So we need to be on the lookout for what we could find today. Hi, Mr. Goat. Wait, I want to try and get some goat horns. How do I get goats to charge me? They need to like run into a tree. I think I just need to wait until they decide to ram me, which can take a little while. I have not really worked with goats before, so I would love to get a goat horn if possible. Oh my gosh, that was so fast. I missed it. Oh, that scared me. It was just like doing whatever and then it charged me. Well, now I know how fast they charge. I just gotta be ready for it. Any goats perhaps? Here's another goat. Here's some goat. Here's a bunch of goats. Okay, let's see if we can get some horns this way. That goat was like sniffing me or something. The goats are just walking around, but all of a sudden they just like turn and look at me and I'm like, are they gonna charge? And then they never do, and they just like walk away. You know, like this guy is coming up to me. Oh, and he's looking at me. He's getting really close, but no. Then it walks away. Hi. Like, what is going on? Oh my gosh, that was like a jump scare. What the heck? Oh, it goes so fast. I'm just not ready to react to that. Oh, you know what? I was just looking something up. It has to be a natural block, I think. So my place blocks just don't count. So they need to ram like a hard object like woodworks, but it also could be like ice or stone, which these goats don't seem interested in coming near me. I guess we just stand and wait. Why didn't it drop a horn there? I was standing right up against a hard block and it didn't work. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I admit, I don't really know what's going on with goat horns. Let's go keep on looking for this villager outpost. I was not meant to be in the goat world, and that's okay. You know, this has taken a lot longer than expected, so I did some chunk base looking and found this outpost. So let's try this out. I would like to try the mace a little bit, but here, let's see. No trim. Okay, that's okay. But we know what these pillagers do to allies and iron golems, so let's give them a taste of their own medicine, you know? Oh my gosh, that mace is crazy. I didn't think it'd be like that strong, but it was just bam, bam. Okay, let's try this again. Can we take all these villagers out? All right, you ready? One. Oh no, no. 1, 2. Oh, dang it. Okay, they shoot me and knock me off. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's no more. They all got blown away. All right, as I look like a porcupine, 4's the record to beat. So let's go to our next villager outpost and try and find another armor trim. Here is outpost number 2. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Oh, hey, a goat horn. Look, we were still able to get one, even if it was a little bit difficult. That's a pretty good horn. I like it. I don't think this is a good pillager macing area. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get to the next pillager outpost. Here's outpost number 3. And nope, no armor trim. But we can still try and beat our record. Let's see, we need to collect some pillagers. All right, there's 5. We're going to try 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. Darn, so close. Number 4 right here. Let's see. Anything? A book and, ooh, another goat horn. A different one. What's this one? Oh. Wow. Let's get our pillagers. There's 6. Here's 7. We can get our record. Let's try it. 1, 2. No, he shot me out of the air. Okay, that was a little bit sad. Is there an armor trim for me, please? Nope. 1. Oh, yeah, those guys went flying. We're gonna free this ally though. There you guys go. Okay, next one. All right. Anything? No. Wow, I am kind of shocked. Like, the armor trims are this rare. We're just getting a little unlucky. That also means we get more tries at our record. 1, 2. They're all blowing away. Ooh, there's a lot of pillagers here. Might be able to get our record. Yes, there's our smithing templates. We got 2 this century. Excuse me, you're being very rude. They all came up here. Oh my gosh, there's like 6. What's that one doing? Why is it spinning like that? We spent so long trying to find the trim and we got 2 of them in one. So, hey, I'll take it. I did see another cohort. Ooh, it's a different one. What's this one? Ponder? Ooh, I like it. It's nice and like cheery. We do have a record to go for. Oh yeah, that's a lot of pillagers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they all ran away. Free the allies. Why are there so many pillagers now? I don't know how they all spawned. I mean, it's like they're asking me to go for this record again. So, hey, I'm not complaining. 1, 2. Dang it. Oh, well, I died right next to my bed, so that's okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. No! Alright, this is our last attempt. You ready? 1, 2. Okay. Well, we tried. The mace is hard to use. I need to practice with it, but that was fun. Okay, let's head back now. I am like 12,000 blocks from home, so we have a ways to fly back, but hey, we got our armor trim, we got some goat horns. I'd say we did pretty good there. And you know, given everything that's happened today, I think a goat would be a great friend to bring home for our petting zoo. Although that means I have to very carefully figure out how to fly them home. We're still like 4,000 blocks away. I need to like get some good speed and then use a rocket, because if I use a rocket too soon, the lead just breaks. So we have them, and now, yep. Maybe we just have to walk our goats back, which wouldn't be super exciting, but it might be what needs to be done. Why is this an achievement? Whatever floats your goat, get in a boat and float with a goat. I have so many questions. Oh my gosh, I made it home. We did lose 1 goat, but we still have 1 goat friend, so that is good. But my gosh, that was a lot of work to get our goats back. They definitely are not easy mobs to transport, but we got there, and I am super happy about that. And we have a cow, apparently. I don't know. All right, let's go drop off our armor trim in the triminizer. So we'll put our paper into our dispensing system. It will get processed real quick, and before we know it, the light should turn on for our sentry armor trim. There we go. And we are 1 step closer to being done with our armor trim collection. Okay, so now we can turn back to our circus and finish this room up. First of all, I need to fill in this spot right here. I didn't put stands in here in the first place just because it didn't feel right, but I'm going to add a bit of a, like, I don't know, central control area. I think it'd be good to have a central feature here and show how the circus functions. We're going to make a raised platform for our cameras to shine down on, and you want to hide some of the magic of the show from the audience, so this will be perfect. We have a little stand, and then we can just add some little like control panel things. I don't know, it's just random utility blocks that are able to create this control panel look that we're going for. We can build a little spotlight with an anvil, some copper trap doors, and a lightning rod. And there we go. We have some nice little stage lights, some candles to light up the space, and even a little area down here. So that's our little control panel to control the lights and special effects for our circus. I do want to take some time to add some little stage lights just scattered around. Just make it out of a chain, a hopper, and a grindstone. We get a nice little light sort of thing. And you know, maybe we can add some signs to the side of the hopper, make it look like the little arm of the grindstone is like an extension of this sign right here. We can add some little speakers with the lodestone. We could just add a good amount of these around our circus. And perfect. We have a bunch of little lights and speakers now, which are super cute and help make our circus feel more realistic and more of a show. I think it'd be helpful to add the same thing to the top. We can just do a chain, a hopper, and a grindstone again to get our spotlight. And I did want to experiment with something, maybe adding some less lights to our circus, or at least making them less visible on the ceiling. You see, we want our spotlights and the points of interest to really pop. And if the whole thing is lit up really well, then we just don't get that pop. So I want to just try lowering our lanterns a little bit. So if we just change the lanterns for a quarter of the tent, yeah, like that's a lot dimmer than this. And I think I like that more. Like, sure, we still get the circus effect and it still looks really cool, but it's not as brightly lit. We're going to try this for the entire tent and see where that gets us. You know what? To try and keep some uniform lighting, we could just add a couple candles here and there. That way we don't get any super dark spots, but still get that effect we're going for. There we go. It's just a little bit darker. Like, you can't tell there's a huge difference, but it feels like the background is just a little bit more muted, so the cool parts can really stand out. I feel like I'm obsessing over the small details, but it's the small details that create something that looks so good. Remember how I said we needed an act in the circus room? Yeah, we're gonna build that now, and our circus is really based around elephants, so I think it's only fair that we have an elephant act. So without further ado, come on, come all, our elephant comes to join the hall. Roll that time lapse. So a big consideration of making the circus was using an armor stand mod. They let me add people to the circus, and ultimately I decided not to go for it. But because of that, we still need some life, and that's where our animals come in perfectly. And there is our performing elephant. It looks so amazing. It's very similar to our elephant in the storage room, but this one is standing and putting on a show for the audience. It feels impressive, it feels circusy. I think it is a perfect addition, but it is dark and we need to light it up, give it the spotlight effect. So you know what? Why don't we work on that real quick? So our first step is figuring out how we're going to light up this elephant. I want a beam coming from this going to the elephant. I think that is going to look best. So we just have to think about how this beam is going to look. It's kind of at an angle, so we're going to have like our most bright spot right here, and then it's just about creating our little light gradients, just using our different yellow blocks just like this. And of course we have to add our gradient kind of extending past our elephant because the light's going to be, you know, going past it. And it's just about making this gradient slowly fade into the blackness. And after some messing around, this is what we get. We get our spotlight coming from here and shining on the base of our elephant, and it already really helps. But we also need to color the elephant so it looks like it has light shining on it, and that means making this half of the elephant brighter and then this half darker. So I just have some stone variants. I think that's a little bit lighter than tough, but not like super noticeable. So theoretically this should work perfectly. You know, I find myself wondering if that actually did anything or if it looks pretty much the same. I mean, I changed a lot of blocks, and you can tell there's like a difference between this half and this half. I think at least it really helps highlight what's going on here. And I think we're almost done. I just have to add some of the glass. Hopefully this looks pretty good once we have it all complete. And I know having the vertical glass panes doesn't really make sense when the light's going horizontally, but hey, this is the best we can do. You know, I don't actually like that glass. We're gonna get rid of it and just stick with the end rods. Much better. I like that. It illustrates our elephant nicely. Oh my gosh, I was just procrastinating on my phone and a creeper blew up, but thankfully you can't tell because everything here is so hard. So thankfully this is only damage, but oh my gosh, I just saw like my entire build flash before my eyes. So I thought we were gonna have a big hole or like mess up the elephant, but no, we're okay. I guess what I should be concerned about is how a creeper managed to spawn in here. I downloaded a mod to tell me what the light levels are, and we have some like very dark spots, but mobs don't spawn below light level 0 anymore, so I don't know where they came from. Oh, back here. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, and over here too. I should light that up so we don't have any issues because I do not want the circus to blow up. That would be very sad. And you know what? I went ahead and lit up the rest of this floor so we can get rid of our torches, but still have it not be mob spawnable. And it is looking awesome. We get that dark vibe we're going for. We want it to be very dark in the center, kind of mysterious. We don't want you to know what's going on. And I think we really accomplished that feeling. And I do feel like the edges of our stands are kind of boring and create this big like hallway almost between our circus floor and the curtains. So I think we need to readjust the size of this a bit, make it a bit more interesting, a bit more narrow, and I think that should help a lot. It's a pretty specific issue, but you really don't realize just how much this stands out. Like this feels incomplete when we have stuff going on like this. Adding this should help a ton. And we can add in some candles to help light up the space a little bit. There we go, and it's not much, but helps the sides of our stands feel a bit more complete and less like an abrupt like halt. Now we just got to repeat this for the rest of our entrances and exits. There we go. These additions really help texture our stands and make them feel like they end in a better way rather than just a flat blank wall. And as the last little detail, I added some stacks of just junk behind each of the stands. This is kind of the peek behind the curtain, you could say, and I like it. It just shows that we're using a little bit of storage here, trying to keep it out of sight. But maybe this equipment is used for one of the other acts or used to set up and tear down the stands or the circus or something like that. Just kind of represents all parts of the story here. I really like that. But other than that, I have to call this room done. I cannot believe how amazing it is. It is everything I could imagine and more. It feels like our circus. It feels like what I wanted. It has all the details that just make it feel complete. We have our act going on. We have like the lights. We're able to fix some of the walkways of it. We were able to fix the lighting. It just feels so complete, so real, something that I really wanted when I first started the circus. Here's our frame today of our little elephant. If you did enjoy this episode, make sure to like and subscribe. And everyone, thank you so much for watching. Genuinely, none of this would be possible without you. Every comment I read, it is just so amazing to see how much you enjoy these creations alongside me. So anyways, once again, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.